What's happening, everybody? Jay Shockblast here, and man, oh man, it is the end of an era, if you will. Lego Marvel's Avengers is done. All the DLC is out for most people. No, I do not know when Civil War and Ant-Man are going to be going anywhere but PS4. But they will eventually, so at least in the world of the PS4, all the DLC has been released, and it's time to repopulate my top 10 list. So I thought about it a lot, and a lot's changed since February 2nd when I did my last list, and I have some characters that moved around a little bit, some that moved up, some that moved down, and quite frankly, I'm pretty happy with my list now. I did have 5 characters fall off of my top 10 list, and 2 of them are on the screen right here, Wiccan and Thanos. I also had Red Hulk, Korvac, and Daredevil fall off of the list. Still characters I love, honestly. Those 5 probably would be my top 15. But there were 5 DLC characters that I found a way to make into my top 10 list. So, without any further ado, let us get to it. So, the first character I am going to go with is Iron Spider. Now, I have to be honest with you, it was really tough choosing between the Civil War Spider-Man and Iron Spider, because I really love both of them. I'm really excited about Tom Holland as Spider-Man. So, I really enjoyed Civil War, and I really I love the new costume there. But there's something about Iron Spider that just really does it for me. I love his tentacles, and I think part of the reason is because I got his costume in Marvel Heroes, and it's just such a great costume all around. I really love this costume, and I think like everybody else, I'm super excited that they were able to put Spider-Man in the game. Now, he's got his web shoot. He also shoots rockets. Now, the one thing I wish he could do is just flat out fly. I mean, not just web swing. But they did as decent a job as they could on him. But yeah. Number 10 is the Iron Spider. I think we're all pretty excited that this DLC came out, especially for free. So yeah, there we go. Iron Spider is my number 10. Next up is another DLC character, and it is Agent Daisy Johnson, aka Quake. What I really love is her Earthquake move that shatters glass. I really think it's a cool move. It's very unique. Nobody else does anything like it. And it's kind of weird to think of her as Daisy Johnson, because for the longest time it was Sky. But nope, now we are Daisy Johnson, and even more so, she is Quake. I really love this costume. It is obviously like her Season 2 look. I have to catch up on Season 3. I got about halfway through the season, and I kind of fell off it. She does her hacking when she gets bored. So there you go. Number 9 on my list is Quake, Daisy Johnson. So that brings us right on into number 8. Number 8 is also a character that I added to my list through the DLC, and she comes to us from the Civil War DLC. That is right, it is the Scarlet Witch. So I basically swapped out Wiccan with, I guess, his mom, the Scarlet Witch. So what I really love about her is, she's got some pretty cool moves when she's bored. I love the fact that they made it so that she can float. She's very aesthetically pleasing. Just a really cool character. And, she's got the... Boom, she does that move. And if she is attacking people, like, she starts doing the moves as if she was in, I don't know, she's got like some cool feng shui going on. So yeah, Civil War Scarlet Witch is definitely up there for me. You know, honestly, there was one other character that was kind of similar that I really want to give a nod to, and that is Dr. Voodoo. I love when he... Whoops. I love when he just starts running, how his brother's ghost picks him up. So that was kind of something that I did consider as well. And I just kind of... Like, aesthetics and visuals are a really cool part of what all these characters can do. So, next up we have number 7, and number 7 stayed the same for me. It is Moon Knight, Marvel's Batman, only crazier. You know, it's... I really, really want Moon Knight to be successful. I really hope they get him involved with the Netflix series. You know, they've tried so many times to get Moon Knight over, and it just doesn't seem to want to work. I mean, he's definitely popular among comic book fans, but the average Joe is just not checking out Moon Knight nearly enough. I love his suit in this. He's like all white. I love that he floats like that. He throws his little crescent. And he's got the little crescent moon sign. I don't know. I just could not find a way to take him off this list. Just there's something about him that is like the opposite of Batman, where he's just all bright and white. And yeah, man. You know, and a lot of sometimes people will hear me call him Marvel's Batman and argue and try to say that it's... Whoa, okay, I don't know what's stopping him there. That they try to say that it's Iron Man is Marvel's Batman, and that's just not true. You know, sure, they're both, you know, rich guys that do a lot of, you know, suit work and everything, but so is Marc Spector. You know, Marc Spector has a ton of money. He invested in tons of gadgets, tons of vehicles, and he's a little schizophrenic, a little crazy. He is way more in line with who Batman is than Tony Stark. Tony Stark may be more in line with Bruce Wayne, but as far as the characters go, Moon Knight is very, very much a take on Batman. So, alas, next up we have number 6, another character that stayed the same. I tried and I tried. I just tried. I couldn't take him off. It's Quasar. I just love Quasar's suit in this. I'm really sad that, you know, they handed off his mantle, if you will, to somebody else. I love Quasar because he was part of the Annihilators with Nova and Beta Ray Bill and Gladiator and Ronan the Accuser and Silver Surfer. You know, the Annihilators were such an awesome team, and you know, that's kind of where I started to really love Quasar as a character. You know, there have been other people that have been Quasar before, so I mean, I get it. They're just passing off mantles left and right because reasons, and you know, but this costume is so cool, man. I used Quasar all the time in this game, and I just couldn't find a way to bump him, you know, any lower. So, number 6 on my list is Quasar. Number 5 was on my list before. She was number 3 back then, and now she has found a way to drop. She's dropped down a little bit to number 5, and that's Lightspeed. Definitely my favorite speedster. I love aesthetically the way that her colors are rainbow. I also love that she flies. So not only is she a speedster, but she can fly. And that counts for a lot as far as I'm concerned. I'm all about versatility. I don't like changing characters back and forth. I like to know I can use one character and they're kind of like a Swiss Army knife. So obviously being able to speed run is huge when you're trying to get around town. Especially when you're doing races. I'm awful at races. I I'm not good at driving anything, except I'm barely good at driving my own vehicle. So, knowing that we had these characters that would speed run made it a lot easier to do the races. So from that respect, I do appreciate it and thank Lightspeed for her service. Next up, we have another new character to the list. And this one, I would say, possibly could have made my last list. She was definitely one of my more aesthetically pleasing favorite characters, and that is Songbird. I love her wings. I love the way she looks. I love the things she can do. I love that she can fly, and just it makes her a very useful character. I use Songbird a lot. I even hate the color pink. It's not my thing. And her wings are just so cool. And I'm really glad that they made her. I mean, she's not the biggest of characters and everything, but nevertheless, they did such a great job with her. Just a very aesthetically pleasing, beautiful, look. And plus, she can do some things. She's not useless. She's got her laser kind of shot. So there we go. Oh, she's got her shield too. Yeah. So there we go. That was number 4, Songbird. At number 3, I adore this version of Ant-Man. The Hank Pym version of Ant-Man. I love this color set. The darker black with the brighter red, and I love that he gets tall, he gets small. There's just so much you can do. Very easily could have picked the Scott Lang version, but red's my favorite color, so they really did a great job with this costume. Just a phenomenal look. So that is number 3. Michael Douglas as Hank Pym as Ant-Man. So my top 2 did not change. I'm going to be honest with you. Number 2 was and is the biggest character ever released into the game. It is Fin Fang Foom, who has his... where is it? He gets bigger. There we go. So he becomes the size of so many characters. Now, I wish I was able to get them to... well, let me just try to get him larger again. Oh, he does stay that way. Perfect. So for perspective, that is Ant-Man all grown, and that is Fin Fang Foom. He's just a monstrous character that could fly. I mean, it's the first big figure that ever could fly. Yeah, man, I love Fin Fang Foom. Just a tongue twister. And then, of course, if you're following along at home, that obviously means my number 1 favorite character in LEGO Marvel's Avengers is still the reigning, defending number 1 character in Marvel's Avengers. It is Nova. And Rich Rider himself. Now, the thing is that it's probably meant to be Sam Alexander. And it's weird because TT Games has usually such an attention to detail, as does Marvel, that I'm shocked to see this slip through. But Sam Alexander has a black helmet, and Ryder has a yellow helmet. So while I do think the intention was to have this be Sam Alexander, and it certainly makes a lot of sense, to me it's not, and it never will be. And there's nothing anybody could say to convince me, because this is Rich Rider, and Rich Rider is probably right there with Deadpool as 1A and 1B, my 2 favorite comic book characters of all time. You thought I could get through a whole video with not bringing up the D word, but I am not that strong, so alas, I did not make it. But hey, man, that's my number 10, my top 10 favorite characters after all characters have been released. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for all your support. This is the part where everybody's like and subscribe and comment and all that stuff, but I don't do that. So if you want to do that, you can, and If not, I love you anyway. So, without any further ado, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you.